Good morning. Yes, the clock is correct. It is about 5:30 a.m. I'm up mega early today, but I have to be in the office early today because they have there's a company-wide meeting and I have to get there before that starts. So unfortunately, I have to get to the gym early. So I'm on my way to the gym. Oh boy, what a morning so far. I hate rushing in the morning. Well, let me rephrase that. I hate rushing in general. I don't like rushing around like a chicken with my head cut off. But anyway, it's about 7:45, so I think I'm running right on target, but I did my exercise routine, and then I went to get coffee, then I had to get gas. Now I'm on the lovely highway where everybody's like in a hurry. You can't really see that right now, but it was really unsafe to start vlogging when cars were cutting in left and right, and speeding up and tailgating and all that fun stuff. So it is now at least not quite as bad as it was. So I should be getting into the office by 8:45 or so that's in time for my 9 o'clock meeting and all that. Mom had her epidural yesterday, so that's a good thing. Apparently the neurologist that did the procedure had stated that she has some slip discs in a different area of her back, so she may need surgery on that, but we'll have to discuss that and follow up a little later on that. They requested a follow-up, which is part of this procedure, so I need to call and make an appointment for that. I also need to call the hospital for a question regarding an x-ray for her knee, and the hospital's a little weird. Usually for x-rays and stuff you don't need to make an appointment, but there was one time that I took her for something like that and they said that she had to make an appointment, so it wasted time. So I just need to call and confirm that she does or does not need an appointment. Then I need to figure out when I can take her for that. So it's quite an interesting time with Mom and her continued pain after 7-8 months now. So Verizon has finally set up a page for a pre-order of the Samsung Galaxy S4, and when you go register for it, it tells you that the estimated shipping date is May 30th. So they're taking pre-orders a month in advance. Wow, is all I had to say, because all the other carriers will already have had it by then. So that's interesting. And they're doing a sneaky price. They're advertising $199, but then when you actually look at the fine print, it's actually $250 minus a $50 debit card that they will send you in the mail, like a rebate. So it's really $199 bottom line, but out of your pocket is $250. So that's kind of, I don't like when they do that. Of course, if you go right to the store, you could probably get it for the $199, but I don't know. So as you guys may have seen from other vlogs, I've been on the fence on whether I want to jump Apple ship and go get this phone, or just stay with Apple and see what happens with their next release. I am almost certain that this year we will not see a larger iPhone. That I can almost guarantee. But on the same note, we may see an OS refresh, like an iOS update, and most likely we will. We will see a new phone this year. It probably won't be a different phone. But who knows, because Apple's very surprising. But, given their track record over the years, they usually release a phone, then an interim, then a new design. So I don't expect a new design, a larger phone this year. I'm not sure if I would like a larger phone. Like, I know I ranted about that various vlogs ago, like it's too big. But this particular one, I've held the S3, and it's not much bigger than that. It's like it's actually about the same dimensions, but the screen, there's more of screen real estate, so it's actually almost the same size. It's actually not quite that bad, and it's a lot thinner than the iPhone, but it's a lot longer too. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if that would be for me. I'd have to look at some of the normal apps that I use to make sure that they're compatible with Android. I know the majority of them are, but there was an issue when I jumped from Android to iPhone where there was various apps that were not on iPhone, but they were on Android. So I'm sure there's the same, on the other way around. But they both have been competing for quite some time. So I think that for the most part, most apps are on both systems. But it's not really so much that concerns me. I do have a large music collection, and I don't want to lose any of it. Of course, iTunes and iCloud isn't going anywhere, so that'll stick around, and I can still access my music from a Mac or from my iPad. But I would like to have it on the phone because I use that when I go to the gym and I exercise. I listen to music or I watch videos or whatever. So I would like to have the capability of continuing to listen to music on the Android. And I know they have a similar music app, but it's not the same thing. So I've been trial testing Spotify, and for the most part I like it, but the software is a little buggy. Like you'll play the radio and it tells you to pick a genre, so I pick a genre. It plays 2 or 3 songs and then it stops. Then you go back in and there's no more, so you have to reselect it, and it'll start playing the same couple songs you just heard. So I think that's a little quirky. You can set up playlists and things like that. You can listen to music sourced from another app. So that's kind of cool, but I don't know if I like it all that much. They have an import feature where if I take all of the MP3s or what have you that my iTunes library has, it will import them into the Spotify playlist, and then I'll be able to listen to all of it on Spotify. So that's somewhat appealing. What I don't like is that it's $9.99 a month to pay for this. And, given I'm used to iTunes, I usually pay, I'll gladly pay for an album when it comes out if I like the artist, and that's it. But it's not a recurring thing. I may spend, $40 on music in a month, but then, 6 months go by and I don't buy anything. So I don't like to be tied into like a commitment with monthly whatever if I'm not going to be using it to its fullest capacity. So I don't know if I like it or not. But if I jump to Android, I'm going to need a replacement for music that will be seamless. Other things, sure, like calendar and mail and all that, but I can set all that up, and that shouldn't be an issue. Most of the apps that I have are compatible, but there may be a few that aren't. The biggest thing is that I have to re-download and repay for a lot of them. Some of obviously the free apps you can download for free, but then there's various apps that they're at 99 cents or $2 or whatever, and I'll have to go and re-download all that. So anyway, the whole point is I don't know what I want to do, if I want to jump ship or if I just want to wait. I think on a cost-effective side, it's probably much simpler to wait. But on the flip side, I would like the ability to have a larger phone screen, so I'd be able to do other things. Like when I actually take video from the phone, I would be able to take video of something with a small snapshot of the front-facing camera. So essentially you'd have 2 videos in one, which I think that in itself, I like that feature. That would be great for vlogging, because I could, as I'm talking, I could be on the corner and then the main screen could be the highway as I'm driving down it, or vice versa. That would kind of be interesting, because it'll be a little more interactive. But I don't know if I want to spend all the money just for that. I could probably just get a camera and you know, suffice with that. So I don't know. So what do you guys think? So I'm almost at the office, so I figured I'd just check in and say hey. And it's very, very bright out today. I've been wearing these sunglasses all the way down. It is really bright. I love the sun though, as I've rambled on before. It is lunchtime, and I am going to take a lunchtime walk again. And no, I'm not going to vlog the lunchtime walk again, because I've already done that. It won't be any different this time around. It is the end of the work day. I am running to Secaucus now, all the way from work. So that should be an interesting ride. It's still about an hour. So I should actually be meeting my friend out in Penn Station around the same time I did the other day. So that'll actually work out pretty good, so long as there's no congestion or traffic or anything like that. I definitely need a beer after the day. I can tell you that much tonight. But I am, obviously, I'm off to a Mets game tonight. That's why I'm saying I'm meeting someone in New York.
Why can't your arm be 12 inches long? Because then it will be a foot. Where do you fly the commercial without water? On a map.
What did one elevator say to the other? Think I'm coming down with something.